Welcome back to my channel, and if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. You're most welcome. What do Banky W and Yul Edochie have in common, and what differentiates them as well? We'll be talking about that. Let's get into this video. Banky W and Yul Edochie, they are both Nigerian celebrities. So what are their similarities? Let's make it a little lively, okay? They have some things in common, starting with their hairstyle. Okay, they are both wearing skin cut, which Nigerians call gorimapa, skin cut, razor cut, and they both have facial beards on their cheeks. They are both married men. They are both into politics. They were both called out by Gistlover for alleged extramarital affairs. But what separates them? Banky W did not accept any allegation, did not confirm any allegation made by Gistlover. Rather, he used the opportunity to solidify the relationship he has with his wife. So, when Gistlover broke Yul Edochie's story, it was still speculation. People were still trying to confirm the story. But Yul Edochie did not want Gistlover to continue, with that breaking story. So what he did was to take the story off from Gistlover and move the traffic to his Instagram page. He broke the news himself, accepting the rumors and the allegation, confirming them to be true. And he was very, very audacious with that behavior. He was very proud and very, very arrogant with the whole situation. Not only did he break the news, he kept going to the point that he started charging advertising fees on his Instagram page. So he became a business venture. He was very arrogant with his mistake. He did not see anything to humble himself that he has erred towards his first wife, May, or towards his children. It was all about him. He was very selfish with it and full of himself, egocentric, if you put it that way. And that is the major thing that separates Yul Edochie from Banky W. Banky W saw the allegation made by Gistlover. What he did was to embrace his wife. He started by praising his wife in the church service.
If I don't thank God for anything in my life, I thank God for this woman.
Acknowledging his weaknesses, he came humbled. There was no ego there. He wasn't there to massage his ego, to fan himself. Rather, he was there to acknowledge who the wife is to him. Guys, you can see the sharp difference between these two men. First was Yul Edochie accepting the whole thing, confirming the story, and then being, very arrogant with it, as if he did not offend his first wife, as if there were no children. And as a matter of fact, he has grown kids. His daughter is 19. At the time, she was 18. The first son that passed this year was 15. This year, he turned 16. Yul Edochie did not give 2 cents about his family members, especially the children from his first wife. Neither did he consider that his first wife had the right to be sad or mad at him. That did not move him. Rather, Yul kept pressing. He kept pushing the pedal, kept accelerating without breaking. To the point that he even came to social media asking his first wife to zukwanike, meaning my first wife may rest. As though he brought a trophy, as though he won an award, as though May should be clapping for him or, fanning his ego that, yes, honey, you did well. You just bruised a woman you've been married past 17 years. You hurt her. Not only did you get somebody pregnant and fathered a child, you went ahead to do what? To marry the woman. But what we saw from Banky W was a man who was very remorseful for his act, who realized his mistake towards his wife, who wants to make amends, who wants to make the marriage work. I believe deeply that both of them had talked about that particular thing they are working on it and they are on road to make their marriage work. But what is the opposite? The opposite with Yul was how he carried on, how he did not see that what he did was wrong, how he normalized it as though it was just, one of those things. You have to accept it. May Zukwanike, rest. What is your problem? I've been begging you, begging you, begging you. Come on, rest. Let's cohabit in peace. A man that was full of himself, arrogant with the whole situation, no remorse. Rather, he went on bragging about it. He's a proud polygamist. He carried on at the detriment of his first wife and his family. If you ask me, was the greatest mistake, because you can't bruise somebody so deeply. Despite your act, you still want to be praised for doing so. But Banky W felt remorse. All right, let's get back to their wives. May Edochie had one or two correspond, because Gistlover was sending her messages that your husband just took it. So May Edochie responded to Gistlover, I'm just hearing it, I'm not aware of it. She shouldn't have responded. But you know what? May was just a naive, innocent woman. It was this scandal that brought me to that kind of public light. She was a very private person, a very quiet woman, housewife material kind of a person. But Adesuwa is a professional. She's a singer, she's an actress. She has presence on social media. So she has better understanding how to work the social media space than May Edochie. Adesuwa knew very well that she owed nobody any obligation to explain anything or to respond or to answer. That was what May did not have. But are their cases the same? No. Their cases are not the same, because like I said before, Banky W realized his mistake, humbled himself, started showering his wife with praises. I believe they are working it out in their home. But Yul Edochie, not only did he hear the rumors or allegation, he came by himself and announced it to the world, arrogantly, full of himself, with all the audacity you can think about. I welcome my son and my second wife, So their situation, Adesuwa and May's situation, are not the same. Assuming Yul Edochie, after hearing this whole story from Gistlover, went back to his wife, apologized, saying, okay, what do you think is the way forward? What do you think we should do? I am truly sorry. I made a mistake. I need you to forgive me. And I'm promising it's not going to happen again. If that was the scenario for May could have maybe forgiven and they could have found ways to work on their relationship. But no, it wasn't the scenario. Yul Edochie went ahead and married his second wife, according to him, and was trying to force that on May. You have to accept polygamy. You have to accept the new wife. You have to accept my new status as a polygamist. So Adesuwa's case and May Edochie's case are definitely not the same. Another thing I'm going to talk about here is the online in-laws. May had little or no knowledge about how to handle social media issues. But Adesuwa is a professional who understands how social media works. So she's not giving in to social media in-laws, okay? To the in-law pressure, all the social media in-laws, all the social media sisters, dishing out advices, trying to use May to correct their father's problems, to correct their mother's mistake. Adesuwa is not giving in to social media in-laws. Why am I saying social media in-laws? Yes, let's be honest with ourselves. In one way or the other, social media in-laws contributed to May Edochie's not knowing what kind of decision to go with. A lot of people showered her, presumably love. Indirectly, they witnessed polygamy. Is it that their mother was a second wife, their grandma, their father married many wives, saw May as the champion to use to correct what men in Africa been doing for time immemorial. A lot of them felt the pain their mother went through. They never wanted that for May. So they were there standing by her, using May to correct everything they considered abnormal in a polygamous setting. But Adesuwa is not giving any online in-law any chance for you to contribute on how she manages her family affairs. She's not giving anybody any room for you to advise her. But May gave listening ears. She was even responding to online in-law, asking them to please pray for her instead of causing more. No. Remember, these are strangers. But are they the best people to give you advice? Oh no, they are not. That is another major difference between Adesuwa and May Edochie. Let me know what your take is in the comment section. And do you think that Banky W handled this alleged breaking news rightly more than Yul Edochie handled it last year? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Thank you for watching.